for sure what has happened and why things has happened. So anyway, I just wish that as much as possible, peaceful way to be conducting everything. And
hello, my beautiful family. How are you all doing? Thank you for the maximum love and the support. So, my beautiful people, today I want to share with you one that's normally say shall never end. This is Progress the Analyst, and here I keep you updated. I bring all the latest happening to you. So, as you can see, the Godfather to Simon Ekpa, the Biafra Prime Minister, just passed a message to the Biafran people. In case you don't know who the Godfather is, I wish you were able to watch the Finland convention. You would have seen him speaking. Anyways, he is the one that is here in the picture you are seeing right now with the COS. So just listen to the information that he passed, and I'll be right back.
And I listened to Gazi's talk, and
this meeting is being recorded.
I want to just say that she said that this, like Finland wanted to prevent this one. I mean, Finnish authorities. I think it's quite strong interpretation, and I am not really agreeing with that thinking. Or this kind of interpretation. Of course, I also don't know what is happening behind the scenes, but I think also she is not completely sure. So that's why it's more imagination side. So we cannot say for sure what has happened and why things has happened. So anyway, I just wish that as much as possible, peaceful way to be conducting everything. And anyway, in Finland they are doing the investigation, and it is of course asked from either Nigeria or Britain. So anyway, this is just for you, not to go anywhere else, what I'm saying now. Okay, so just I wanted to say like that, and I am still doing what I can in order to help. I called him Simon. Your Prime Minister, as I know him more than 2 years, more than 2.5 years actually. So I really do what I can in order to help him to be released, so that he can protect the area of Biafra, where I understand that it's really terrible things are happening. I have received from many sources of your information and videos and like that. So I'm informed what is going on. And I am bringing this kind of understanding more about entire situation, that these authorities in Finland, they should think what's really happening, and that this, what they are doing, it's not anymore helping actually those people who are really making trouble to do more trouble, to make more violence in Biafra area. So anyway, with these words, just I would like to greet you all, and I do what I can, and have a good springtime, and hopefully Simon can be free to do what he need to be doing for the sake of country which he loves so much. all the best for everybody of you, and keep healthy and joyful mind and heart as much as possible. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate you stopping by. Thank you. Let me especially thank our PM, sir, our Godfather, for your kind words and for your frankness in being here today to celebrate. We are here to celebrate our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. And like you rightly said, sometimes what we feel as a people and the lives that have been lost as a people, the Biafrans, from the moment our Prime Minister was taken away from us, I can categorically tell you that Biafrans have lost minimum over 500 innocent citizens, including women and children. From the moment Finland took away our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, Biafrans have lost over 500 innocent indigenous people, including women, children, and men. From the moment he was taken. But I also want to let you know, those lives that were lost due to the absence of our Prime Minister, those lives that were taken away can never be recovered again. Those lives cannot come back again. And those lives were lost because of the absence of our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. So we understand where you are coming from, but we also want to let you know that the removal of our problems, they know, they listen to him, they hear him say some things, but due to their own selfish aim, and because of the reason why they are in the struggle, they refuse to see that direction. They pretend they don't know. So I want to use this opportunity to let Biafrans know that there is only one government, United States of Biafra, established by our leader Nnamdi Kanu, continued by our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, and be handed over to my humble self, Dr. Rabweze, at this time. There is only one government. Anywhere that tells you or pretends there's something else, these are the individuals paid by the Nigerian government to disrupt what Obatobie was doing. Nigerian government has always planted somebody in every step of our restoration to disrupt the final realization of the United States of Biafra. The Nigerian government planted some Brigade cabinet members, ex-Brigade cabinet members, to do that. And some of you may have seen how they are doing that. Whatever the United States of Biafra does, that is what creates content for them. Do not be distracted. Do not fall into those traps, Biafrans. The Prime Minister established the structure of the government, knowing fully well that he is surrounded by people that will be used by the Nigerian state to disrupt what Obatobie was doing. So when they tell you it's about Dr. Rabweze, do not fall into that trap. It's not about me. It's not about Prime Minister. It's not about Nnamdi Kanu. It is about the continued effort of the Nigerian state to ensure that the United States of Biafra as a sovereign nation does not happen. So these individuals that are distracted are a continuation of the DOS, a continuation of those that are paid to disrupt the full restoration and declaration and protection of the United States of Biafra. So what they are doing now is what they are paid to do. Do not even mince words. They can paint it, they can brush it, they can call it anything, they can bring in anything, any topic, charter, no charter. The Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra, Simon Ekpa, established a committee to reorganize the Biafra Republic government in exile from day one of the restoration of the United States of Biafra. He established a four-man committee to restructure Briggy. So when they come to tell you that, oh, the charter is there, that Prime Minister didn't say anything, the Prime Minister didn't talk about the dissolution of Briggy, they are paid to this.
So, my beautiful family, that brings us to the end of this update. Do it to like the video, share, and subscribe. I still remain your one and only Progress the Analysis. I will keep updating you on all the latest happening. Thank you, and bye for now.
Wike revoked a family land in Abuja, and gave it to Justice Omotosho, and that is just the simple truth. So, Biafrans, good morning once again from here. There are just two things I'm bringing up here today. One is the case of our Prime Minister, and the second is the case of our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. So, but let me just quickly go to the case of our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu has asked his lawyers to step down so that he can be able to defend himself. And defending himself before Justice Omotosho, I want to tell you that Justice Omotosho is not a nice person, he's not a good man. Justice Omotosho has handled high-profile cases in Nigeria which was politically motivated. And that is a simple truth. And Justice Omotosho is Wike's best friend. Secondly, Wike revoked a family land in Abuja and gave it to Justice Omotosho, and that is just the simple truth. So, by the reason of our supreme leaders kidnapped from Kenya, Nigeria has lost the jurisdiction of trying Nnamdi Kanu. And realistically, I must be honest to you, if Nigeria continues to try Nnamdi Kanu, they are committing out of terrorism because it's enshrined in their constitution and is enshrined in UN Charter. So Nigeria has no jurisdiction of trying Nnamdi Kanu. So apparently what they are doing is buying time, wasting his time. This case will linger for another 1 year. You will see they start adjoining. Every month they adjoin because they don't have anything against him. They don't have what to say against him or what to bring against him. They don't have anything substantial against Nnamdi Kanu. So this Nnamdi Kanu's case is highly profiled, and no judge should ever try to take this case up because they will destroy their name, except if they don't have any good reputation, like Justice Omotosho does not have any good reputation. Go and read about Justice Omotosho has influenced so many wrong judgments in Nigeria, and they were all politically motivated, including the general election that brought the illegitimate president of Nigeria in 2023. So these are just what is going on in Nigeria. And Biafrans, I want you to know that anything that is happening today in Nigeria is for our own good. And I'm telling you the truth. The whole crisis happening in Rivers State is for our own good. And the world is taking note of whatever that we are telling them today. And they are confirming it. And finally, the judgment will be passed very soon to Nigerians. Believe you me. On the issue of our Prime Minister, Biafrans, you people have been disturbing me about this, and I must tell you the simple truth, because anything you hear here is just the simple truth. I'm going to tell Biafrans the truth today, and they shouldn't be very distant. Now, number one is that the Nigerian government brought allegations on our Prime Minister that was really weighty allegations, and these allegations were very weighty, but the spoiler alert is they don't have any evidence to back it up. That is the spoiler alert. So now, they gave Finland 6 months to provide evidences against the, crime that they said our prime minister committed, and that 6 months is May. Now, realistically, the Finnish authorities are really waiting for that May to pass their judgments, and that is why none of Nigerian terrorists agents is in Finland, and they cannot come to defend anything in Finland because they don't have anything against Mazi Simon Ekpa, just like us, they don't have anything against Nnamdi Kanu. So whatever they are doing today, the world is seeing it, and they are taking record. And all the things that the Biafrans sent to the Finnish authority has been recorded. Believe you me, that is just a simple truth. Everything that you see today on social media, they know and they see it. So our leader will join us as soon as any other person thinks. And I'm serious this time around. The realistic thing on ground is that the world knows who we are today. The world knows Biafra now. The people that are calling themselves fall back to Briggy, they can continue to fall back while we continue to move forward. I want to use this opportunity again. I'm not trying to catapult anybody to any level. To follow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's, or rather Mazi Simon Ekpa's surrogate, which is Madam Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, Her Excellency. That is the only person we should follow today. I want to ask Biafrans, why did Ogenkere and his group brought out a memo on how to overthrow the government, overthrow Mazi Simon Ekpa, just a day after they heard that he was invited by the Finnish authority? What was in their mind? Why are they not giving you, Biafran, that donated money, your account? Why Mazi Simon Ekpa called for that same account to come, for that same Ogenkere to come and do accounts? Ogenkere never answered our prime minister. Dr. Orabueze did so. Ogenkere never attended. So what is that they are hiding in that account that they don't want Biafrans to know? And that is the question you continue to ask these people and keep asking them. Because if they did not know what happened to our prime minister, I really don't like to talk about these people. And I don't talk about them. If they don't know what happened to our prime minister, they would have waited for him to come out. And they would, if there was anything our DPM is doing, they will report her to the prime minister. If I have any grudges, I can't go and start fighting our prime minister, our deputy prime minister today. I will wait, because I know our prime minister will soon be coming out. I will wait until the last day, and then I will now call our prime minister. This is what your surrogate has been doing. I think that would have been the better and the best approach. Why fighting Ngozi Orabueze? Every time they come on social media, they don't have any other thing to say than Ngozi is a Fulani woman. Orabu Fulani, Orabu Fulani, Orabu Fulani. This is how they have been conducting themselves in a very stupid manner and a very uncivilized manner. These people that are calling a woman a Fulani woman, have they seen her with Fulanis before? Eating or drinking like P2B has been doing? Have they? Just because this woman redeclared Biafra before the 2nd of December, that is their problem, because they wanted to scatter what they were doing, because the Nigerian terrorist government have paid them to do so, but they were not able to achieve it. And that's why they are fighting her. That is the reason why they are fighting her. And I am not ready to fight any one of them. But if you cross my path, Allah, I will crush you people. You don't know who I am. I think most of you are just ignorance of the fact that you just see people on social media and you just make noise over them. If you cross me, one lie, I will crush you. Because all of you are animals. You are very heartless. Some of you that claim that you don't like to see my video, please block me. You don't even need to hear what I'm saying. But I'll continue to nail the truth. Because you people are very bad people and evil people. Evil. Why did Ogenkere not wait till our prime minister comes out? Why did Sonia Akparawa not wait till our prime minister comes out? Okay, if Ngozi is this bad, they should have waited and said, oh, prime minister, this woman has done this, has done that. And Prime Minister will take it into his record and check the internet and see that indeed Ngozi has done such, and then maybe remove her from the position she is and put Ogenkere there. Why are you fighting this woman tooth and nail to bring her down? Because she declared Biafra. Because the government paid you. And I keep challenging you, Ogenkere, if you know that you were never paid, come and debunk it. Come and debunk it. Come on national TV and debunk it. You can't just stay there and be confusing people and be deceiving people. You can't. Because you know what you have done. Because all of you are scared that a woman has taken the leadership mantle. And she's doing it wonderfully well. Ogenkere claimed that he is talking to the men on ground, and in December till January, he said to us, to the public, that he asked our soldiers to cease fire to prove a point to Biafran that Ngozi Arabweze works with the Fulani. And that is when the Nigerian agents came into our land and massacred people, destroyed life, shoot people to kill them, go to different villages. Okay, you people are wicked, heartless. And you are here fighting this woman, Ngozi Arabweze. She's your problem. I didn't say Ngozi Arabweze is a legendary, she's a god. If I start seeing any deviation, I will back out, I will back off, because you can't buy me with money. You can't. Nobody on this earth can buy me with money. Nnamdi Kanu is paying the price. Our Prime Minister is also paying the price. So why should I be the one to give up? Why? You claim that Arabweze is a bad woman. Then wait. Our Prime Minister is not dead. He's not. He's not. I mean, what is all this nonsense trying to deceive Biafrans? Biafrans should take note. If Arabweze is doing anything, be writing it down. When the main person that put her there comes, then you report her with evidence and facts. I think that would have been a better approach than fighting her. I think that would have been a better approach. You are there because they have paid you money to destroy Biafra, confusing our people, trying to destroy our minds. For those gullible ones, it will never be well with all of you. It will never be well with all of you. Believe you me. Some of you will come and be writing rubbish on my platform. I don't think you people have sense. And I see one lady that was saying that they paid money to arrest Ngozi Arabweze and that they will soon arrest her. I think you are stupid. There's something wrong with your head. You did see the poverty in Nigeria to address it. You did not see Rivers' problem to address it. It is Ngozi Arabweze's problem that you are the arrest that you are seeing. Most of you, I think the problem in Nigeria is just poverty. Because most of you are so poor that you will listen to such people that they don't have anything to offer. You did not see that, you didn't see 2027 election coming, who is going to be the president. You did not see the hunger in the land, the inflation of the dollar, when it's coming down. You didn't see all of that. You didn't see Tinubu, what is going to happen to him in the next coming days. It is Ngozi Arabweze that you are seeing. Because you have stupid people listening to you. I want to warn these people using my name on social media to do evil, to threaten people. This is from it. Because the day I will rise up to start looking for all of you, believe you me, you can never escape it. Because you don't know how big, you don't know how people, you come to threaten people like us. I don't think you people you don't have sense. Most of you don't have sense. So stop threatening Ngozi Arabweze. Stop threatening any of their cabinet members. Because you people cannot stand when they are talking. Dear friends, I want to tell you that our Prime Minister will soon join us. And this time around, I'm not joking, because the case, I followed that case from the beginning till now coming to the end. So there is nothing on this earth I don't know. There is nothing I don't know. So all this nonsense that they're telling you people about, I came here to tell you that our Liza, Maazi Simon Ekpa, can never be extradited to Nigeria. Did it not happen? Did it not happen? Oh, okay, you people think that you are still waiting for, is it May? After May, then they will bring him back to Nigeria. That is impossible. Believe you me, they are releasing him very soon. Not like releasing him from prison or from anywhere, but letting him to join and go and defend his Biafra, because he has made a statement and he has proved his point. Nigeria has not done anything. All the people lying to you people on media, they have not done anything. The only thing that they did was to write, and other countries supported them to write stupid petition that they cannot come and defend. Other countries back them. It is those countries that is backing them that they are hoping on to come and defend them. That is it. Very corrupt. You can see how corrupt Tinubu is. And Wike. Destroying Nigeria. Two people who destroying this country called Nigeria. And you want me to come and sugarcoat my words. God will punish all of you that are wicked and heartless. You come and challenge me again, I will tell you the way I am. You morons. Biafrans, may God bless you all and keep on the right track. The right track is Madam Ngozi Orabueze. I am not shaking. I am not fidgeting saying it. If I see Madam Ngozi Orabueze doing a 360 U-turn, I already know we'll back out. But for now, she is still the person you must go and listen to, because Simon Ekpa put her there.